For many of us, safe, clean water is easily accessible, but the same cannot be said for the homeless. That's why 3 NGOs in Cape Town have joined forces to design a mobile wash facility. They hope the initiative will help the homeless restore some confidence, dignity and pride. To discuss the project in more detail, Ajay Paul joins us live now. He's the co-founder and director at Viva Agua South Africa. Ajay, thank you so much for your time. You know, I've read some really heartbreaking stories of the difficulties the homeless face in getting water to clean themselves. It's really a nightmare, isn't it?
Absolutely. The problems that they face in accessing these facilities is if you're living outside of the CBD, then there really are no facilities for them. They're using rivers or relying on the generosity of people where they can access small quantities of water, probably from a tap or something like this. So they really face huge problems in accessing water, and that's why we've designed a mobile facility, because we've actually got to take services to them. So that's what we'd like to do, is to provide a service that goes out to people where they're living and providing services to them, rather than having to trek for many kilometers either to come into the CBD or to access water through open sources like rivers or streams, etc.
Ajay, what will this project look like? What will that mobile unit include, and how will it operate?
So it's a trailer that we are in the process of designing now. It has 3 cubicles. It has 3 showers and toilets. One of those cubicles is for people with special needs, if people have some disability and they need wheelchair access, etc. But 3 cubicles in total, with shower and toilet. And that trailer is then pulled by a pickup truck, by a bakkie, to get services to people.
And besides just the individual sense of pride and the dignity that this will give an individual, being clean is linked to opportunity.
Absolutely. I mean, we spent a lot of time talking to people living on the streets, people that are sleeping rough. And one of the things that comes out very clearly is that you know, if you're not clean, it affects their livelihoods. People's interaction with somebody who they perceive to be dirty or unclean is standoffish. They don't want to engage with that person. So it really does affect their ability to eke out a living and to support themselves, making them reliant on handouts rather than trying to make a small living and support themselves. So yeah, you know, you can think about your bodily needs in terms of wanting to be clean, but it also has a knock-on effect on people's livelihoods.
And what's the timeline for this project, Ajay? Where exactly in the project are you now? When are we going to see this mobile station in action? And are there any plans to scale it up, have more of them around the city and around the country?
Yeah, so the project is in 3 phases. The first phase was the extensive information and the participation of the rough sleepers, homeless people themselves, in the design of the process, so understanding what their needs are, and then using that information to actually design the facility. Let me just give you an example. We started off by thinking that you know, the service could be in the form of a bus. Now, for technical reasons, that wasn't possible. Then we started thinking along the lines of, okay, what other services do people need? And in discussions with people sleeping rough, we found out that one of their biggest needs also is laundry. So if you're homeless, if you're on the street, you wash your clothes, which is hard enough to do, you've got nowhere to dry them. If you leave them out, they're likely to get stolen. So people end up carrying their wet laundry, either wearing it or carrying it around in a backpack or a sack or something like this, in a plastic bag, which never really dries, smells moldy, smells unclean, doesn't feel like it's really been washed. So the second phase, after the design of the bus, is now to we're at the fabrication stage. We're in the design and fabrication stage. Once we have the bus on the road, which we hope to follow that up with a laundry service, which will also be mobile. And then phase 3, as you say, is an expansion of that service to other suburbs. At the moment, we're looking to service Muizenberg, Claremont, and Mitchell's Plain, and we'd like to extend that service to other suburbs like Observatory and other locations.
Ajay, thank you so much. Sounds like a brilliant idea, and well done on getting input from those who need it.
I've got a request for you. I've got a request for you, if I may.
Ajay, go ahead.
So this is where we'd like to get your listeners involved. We're trying to think of a great name for this venture, and we've got 3 options for your listeners: either the wash bus, the soap box, or clean break. If you could put that up on your social media and get people to vote on which name they like best, we'd very much appreciate it.